Once upon a time, there was a boy named Arya. He was the chosen one, and he was trained under the sensei for skywars. The sensei was a masterpiece. He was the best amongst all, and he was destined to train Arya, the chosen one. Arya trained under him for years and years, and until then, Sensei told him that once I die, my sun will set, and the moment I die, the sun will rise with a new Sensei, which was Arya. Now, Arya set on a path to train a new generation of young Skywars players. He wanted to train them in such a way that they would be able to defeat the Sweats, the YouTube rank, the Nons, and everyone in existence. He would train them in PvP, in game sense, in all aspects, and make them win 1,000 games. Guys, it's Heyyyy Gamer Plays. Welcome back to another episode of Skywars. Today it's not going to be an episode, it's going to be a tutorial. And I've actually put a lot of effort into this, so please subscribe and like. I do free advertising for no cost. Here you go, the tutorial of Skywars. So first thing about Skywars, it's a competitive game where there are 12 players. Each of them want to kill you and stab you for coins, and you have to be the last one standing to win the game. So that's the objective of Skywars. Get as many kills and be the last one standing to victory. So the tutorial is basically like divided into 5 parts. So it all depends on these 5 parts whether you'll win or not. So it has a percentage. So I have made that percentage on my own. I've done a lot of calculation for that. So so the 5 playstyle. Why am I telling playstyle? So the 5 parts are playstyle, game sense, then there is PvP, then there is map knowledge, then there is player knowledge. So I will tell you the meaning of all of them. So now I'm gonna talk about playstyle. So playstyle is the speed or the rate of, okay, I'm just messing. So playstyle is the speed at which you play the game. So if you play the game fast and like any natural Skywars player would, that would be considered as a fast playstyle. If you play the game slow, it's called a slow playstyle. And so there are 3 kinds of playstyles and I'll rate them. So fast playstyle is considered the best playstyle, like it's by me. So because all the famous people and good people who are good at the game prefer the fast playstyle, because you can get you have the opportunity to get all the mid loot, then you can get stacked like that, and then you can kill people without any problem. Then the second best is the slow playstyle. This is only recommended when you have good gear at the start of the game. That means if you are VIP rank or above or permanently, then because you have iron armor, a diamond axe and a fishing rod at the start of a game, so that would not recommended, but you can do that. There is no issue with that because you kind of are already stacked at the start of the game. So then there is the medium playstyle, the worst. I would not recommend this at all. In fact, I tell you should never play with the medium playstyle, because usually what happens is if you play fast and slow, then the people who play in the fast playstyle will janitor you when you come, what am I telling, when you go out of your base, and if you go out of your base late, the slow people who are stacked will come and kill you because you are not sufficiently stacked. Because I don't know why you would do the middle playstyle, because it's not good at all. So now I'm going to be explaining what is it called, I forgot the name again. Okay, so the next one is going to be map knowledge. Hey guys, I'm back. Actually I was doing something else at the moment. I forgot about recording because I had gone somewhere else, and I'm gonna talk about map knowledge. So basically what happens is that the more knowledge you have about your surroundings, you have a greater chance of escaping when you are at low health and when somebody is trying to kill you. So basically if you have map knowledge, you can just keep running around when you are at low health, or if you have good map knowledge, you can get all the mid chests fast even though another person has reached before you. in most cases this will not be true. The only reason being that in most of the maps in Pika-Network, all the mid chests are located in one place other than the sub mid chests, which are the secondary mid chests. I don't know what they are called, but they are located a bit far away from the mid. They are basically the semi mid. So what happens is that if you have good map knowledge, your win-loss ratio is like increased a lot. The only reason being that you know your map. So basically you know the place and you know what you're doing. It's like that. So hopefully you know what you're doing. So I'm going to be explaining what you have to do. So I'm going to talk to you about player knowledge. Hey guys, I am back. Okay, my game just lagged, so I'm back, and now I'm gonna talk about player knowledge. So player knowledge is basically when you should fight and when you should not, and when you should target a person. So basically all people who are hacking, avoid them. I just literally said hacking. Okay, so basically all people who are hacking, avoid them unless like everybody knows the person is hacking. So ideally if the person is sensible, ideally if everybody is sensible, they will target the hacked person who is using the hacked client first, and then they will target the other people. So ideally, so other than the hacked people, you should target the people who don't know how to play the game or who are just worse than you, who don't have a rank. I am not telling like nonce kind of thing. So it's basically people who don't have a rank have a greater chance of not knowing how to play. At the moment I also don't have a rank, but a person who will think that for me will be quite wrong, and I will just demolish them. So you should target the people who don't know how to play the game, then who have less armor than you, and all those kind of people. Then you should target, don't avoid the people who are sweats, who play the game more than you and who know what they are doing better than you and who have more armor than you. So basically how to identify a sweat, it's very simple. There are two ways to identify a sweat. If either of them is correct, don't fight them. Okay, if they are elite rank or above, they are a sweat because they know why they have bought the rank, otherwise they would not invest money in it. Second thing, if they have that rank, or if they don't have the rank, it's fine. But if you find that they are comboing you, or if not comboing, they are trading hits with you, just avoid that person. So how will you know if they're trading hits without fighting them? It's very simple. Go into a fight, and this is all dependent upon your map knowledge, guys. So if your map knowledge is good, you can instantly run away from the person, unless he has speed too and you don't. So that was about player knowledge. And one more thing I forgot to tell, that the thing is, you should not fight two people at once. It's kind of a scam, I know, but if you are a good PvPer, which I'm going to tell you the main thing you should know for skywars, then you should be able to manage it. But fighting two people at a time is just stressful, you know. Like if they come one by one, you will have a better chance because you don't have to divide and rule kind of thing. So that's the kind of thing. So I'll talk to you about PvP in the next. Wait. It's not going to be the next video, it's going to be the next recording. Basically I'm recording in different parts because if I mess up in one part, I don't want to redo the whole thing again. So in the next part. Hey guys, I'm back again. I'm doing this some other day, like completely next day. So what I was telling is that about PvP. So common misconception amongst players is that PvP is the most important part of skywars. Without PvP or nothing, you're a total scumbag. You don't know how to do anything, and it's totally luck based if you don't know how to PvP. And there I am to correct you, it's not. I have won multiple games without fighting a single person, like 0 kills, and it's pretty simple, you know. It's not that difficult to. You can either camp at your base, but that's not the point, you know. You should know PvP, it's a basic thing. So there are multiple ways of PvPing, but the most important ones I'm going to list are W tapping. S tapping I would not recommend, is because you just want to throw them off into the void unless they are stacked and you are in a closed area. But S tapping is still not useful because S tapping is only for debuff and no debuff. Okay, so basically the PvP skills that are important are first thing is block hitting, block placement, speed 2 fighting, then W tapping. Nothing else is that important unless you know how to do them. And I would also recommend knowing how to use a rod, fishing fishing rod, snowballs, eggs, and all that kind of stuff. It would be really useful. So I'm just gonna go into a practice PvP place, into classic. Then I'm gonna go into one UHC match also, and I'm gonna show. So I'm gonna use rod. Oh my god, that. And you should also know strafing, guys. So strafing will help. Now I'm gonna go into a build UHC match. So in a build UHC you can use blocks. Oh my god, I just dropped my arrows. Oh my god, that guy is lagging bad. He just went through my blocks. So if you saw, I strafed right there. No, okay. So if you saw, I strafed right there and he was unable to touch me. I'm just gonna show another classic duel because build UHC is just bad. Is my ping bad? Okay, my ping is technically bad. So, and you should also know how to use a bow. It helps. See, one more thing about block hitting. See the knockback it deals. Oh, okay, I missed. I'm gonna lose this. Okay, I didn't lose this. Okay, so if you saw, I strafed, I block hitted, and I W tapped. Those are the most important skills. In Skywars, you technically have to throw your opponents off the void. So fishing rods can help you combo if they are stacked and they are not willing to fall into the void. So that's the case about it. So that was all about PvP. And one more thing, guys, for PvP you will require practice. Gamesense, same thing. So I'm not going to repeat the same thing about Gamesense. So this was it for PvP. Now I'll talk to you about Gamesense in my next part. Hey guy, okay, it just lagged bad right there. Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to part 5, 6, I don't know. It's part 6 because intro was part 1, that is why. So welcome back to part 6 about Gamesense. So Gamesense is the hardest and the most important thing to learn. It directly affects your KDR ratio. I know it PvP affects the most of the KDR, but Gamesense is the god of everything. Basically it affects the win-loss ratio, which is way more important, I guess, than KDR ratio. So if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. I put you up to that task. Please follow that task. So basically, what is Gamesense? Gamesense is the action you do based on the situation you are in. So if two people are teaming, what will you do? So what would I do is, it's because of my experience, I would wait for a chest refill, try to get ender pearls, try to get a bit stacked, and try to separate them somehow, and try to either knock them into the void. Basically Gamesense is the hardest to explain, you know, so I'm just telling, it's all situational based, so it will take a lot of knowledge about the game and how you can use it. So you have to use every advantage up your toe. I don't know what is that idiom. So basically you have to use every advantage you have, otherwise you will not be able to achieve Gamesense. So that's the thing. So now after this I'm gonna show you a real match. Obviously my mic is gonna be muted because I'm gonna not live commentate, but I'm gonna commentate after that. But I'm obviously not gonna do it today, I'm gonna do it some other day. Like obviously it's in the recording, like in the final video which you're gonna see is obviously gonna be in one recording, and you will be getting confused like what other day. I'm seeing everything today and one itself. Hope you guys are not such fools. Be intelligent, my viewers. So now I'm gonna show you a match later on. Okay, so I am in my first game. Okay, so the game is starting, I'm doing time pass, and then I just realized I take the wrong chest, and I'm recording at 60 FPS by the way, so it's cool, it's working all fine. I thought it wouldn't. So I'm in the game, I immediately bridge to the semi-middle, whatever you call it. So I mess up this a bit. I take a lot of time. It didn't affect me much. Nobody was coming. I splashed a speed potion because I don't know why. I just wasted one. It didn't affect me though. Then I take this chest. I get a pearl. I notice that I'm really happy because you know, guys, I really like pearls. Then I go here and he tries to act smart. I kill him, and because he had really high ping, he just died midair. I eat a apple because I literally could have regenerated, but I just wanted to be sure. Then I see two people, so this is the part of the game sense. I know that guy can come, so what I do is I throw a snowball so he's aware that I know that he's going to come. Then I block hit crit him here, and I try to do it as fast as possible because I wanted to make sure that he cannot kill me. I hit a grapple. I realize that there's a full stack guy right there, so I try to avoid him, and I actually use my pearl for safety because I didn't want to die. And then I wear good armor, and he starts shooting me, and I get hit once, and he falls into the void. I kill this guy, and then there's one last guy left, who almost kills me right there. Otherwise this match wouldn't have existed. And then I brace to him because he wasn't noticing, and then he looks back and I miss. My hits don't register in the starting. Then I destroy him. This is where the PvP is important, and then I win. So that was it. Okay, I'm in my second match, and then I am in my second match, and I wait like a fool, and I still move like a fool, and finally, thank God it opened, otherwise I would have looked such a bad fool. I immediately wear the armor. I notice there's a person destroying me with his stupid flame shot kit. I use my hotkeys to do that. I immediately try to run away from that place because I didn't want to die instantaneously. Then I take all of this stuff. I switch that because it had more blocks. Then I take that arrow, and then I actually realize that he's shooting me very soon. Then I take that grapple, I ate it. Then I realized a person is coming from there, but I knew that he wasn't going to come very fast, so I didn't worry about him too much. Then I take this chest. I take a lot of time to do this, I don't know why. And then I don't change my chest plate now for some reason. I didn't realize it, I guess. Then I kill this guy. It was a bit tough. He like 5 blocked me, if you see that. I couldn't touch him at all. Then I easily kill him. I eat a grapple for safety. I wear that thing. I still don't wear the better armor, which is the protection one. I guess I didn't realize it the whole match. Then I find this guy, and he was completely unaware of his surroundings, so he dies. He doesn't know what's happening. And then I go finding for the other two people. Actually I had seen them before, but I didn't realize it was actually them. I thought I would have managed it. Oh, it's not that part yet. Now after this person it will be. I almost flawlessed him, but I couldn't, unfortunately. I saw them there, but I was just checking if there was any chest there, but then I realized it was my base. I badly missed that shot, and then I realized it's their base fight, which they've been doing from the starting, and then these people realize I am there. Then it's the part about game sense, where I pretend that I'm gonna go here, but I actually go to the other person, because first thing, if you see, the other person who is on the left has already built a bridge to this guy. So what happens is, if I go there and we trade hits, I will obviously win, but I will become really low and the other person can clean me up. So I decided to go with the left guy, because he if I go with him, it will take time for the right guy to come and attack me. So now I try to shoot him. I miss my shots, but I was just trying to make him move behind, and now he goes behind in some time. Okay, and now I take this opportunity to go to him, and then he just goes behind and I just throw him out of the edge, I guess. Then I get scared that I don't want to fall off the bridge. It would be embarrassing. Then I saw the chest refill, but I didn't go for it because I knew it was a free kill here, and then finally he dies, and that was the match.